What is going on, guys? Daniel here with Brew All Day, and I'm back again with a fun experiment for you guys today. What we're doing is we're taking this case of Bud Light and we're going to dry hop it. We've got 7 different hops, and then we're going to also have a blend of some of those different hops together to create some fun flavor and aroma profiles that we'll get a better understanding of how those hops will contribute different flavors to our beer. And then we'll use that information to maybe come up with some new IPAs or hoppy beers in the future. So I got everything I need here. I got my Bud Light, I got my hops, my vacuum sealer to seal those hops back up, keep them fresh. I've got my bottle caps, which have a cool little hop on them, and my bottle sealer, sanitizer, and some labels so I know what the different beers that I'm getting into will be. So with that being said, I'm going to have you guys take a look here as I add these different hops into our Bud Lights, and then this upcoming Friday, with today being Monday, which is a great day to drink, we're going to get these Bud Lights back out and see what contribution these different hops made and give you some feedback on the different flavors they may contribute, so that if you hear about any of these hops as you're trying different beers, you'll have an idea of what to expect. So let's get into it. First thing you want to do is learn how to open up a case of beer. This is going to be easier said than done, and this is my first time. And if that fails, you just rip it open, okay? Just rip it open. Don't let the beer be your boss. So we got our first one here. We're going to squirt it with some sanitizer to make sure we keep out any bugs. Don't want our Bud Light to get any worse than it already is. As well as our hops here. Better safe than sorry. One thing you want to have is scissors. I don't, so I'll be right back. Okay, once you have basic equipment, you can actually do it. Hold music, you can stop now. Well, we'll just enjoy it. So the first hop I have here, this is called Trident. I have not brewed with this one before, so it'll be a fun experiment to see what exactly it contributes for us. So I'm going to take 6 hop pellets. Give a little whiff there, always an important step. Six, and then I'm going to try to apply our new cap via bottle capper, like so. So definitely make sure not to knock over the bottle as you apply that cap. Some are a little more stubborn than others. This one gives me a good example. Try to press down again. Make sure it's all the way on there. Yeah. Not a great start, I'll tell you that much. But still gonna mess with it until we get it. Just that easy, folks. One down. So that was our Trident, and we'll hit it with its label here so we know exactly what it is. And we made a Trident Light right there, as you can see. Then I'm going to take my hops here, another bag to throw them into, so they can be resealed. Because hops lose their flavor and aroma through oxidation, so anytime they're around oxygen, they're degrading. So the least amount of time you can have them being exposed, the better. I am going to need a couple more of these pellets for some of the blends that I'm doing. So it looks like I'm going to need 4 more. So set those there. Then we'll hit it with the vacuum sealer here. Get oxygen out. And tempting to steal the label here so we know the alpha acid contribution, the name, the farm that it comes from as well. We'll go ahead and set that right over here and move on to our next one. So next up, let us do Cascade. This is one that is a hop that's been around forever. You may recognize it if you've ever had a Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. It's exclusively hopped with Cascade hops. But you can find these in a lot of West Coast IPAs. They've fallen out of popularity a little bit as you get into some of the newer New England IPAs, just because they don't have as big of that fruit juice quality to them. They do have a lot of floral, which has not been as pronounced in the newer IPAs, but it still remains one of the great hops out there, and one that I think is a little underrated just because it's become so familiar for a lot of brewers. They no longer use it, but in my opinion, that's a shame. So these pellets are actually kind of small, so I'm going to end up using a few more than I would. But that should give us a great idea of what a Cascade Bud Light would taste like. I've never had a Cascade Light, but maybe Friday will be the day, huh? Josie, our assistant brewer, is here, as you can hear in the background, providing her input and feedback on what she expects the flavor contributions to be. And, you know, she's really got a great palate, so I trust her opinion. That there. We're going to grab our label for Cascade next. Throw that bad boy on. Potentially, anyway. Yeah, this in a lot of ways was the hop that put craft beer on the map back when the young Sierra Nevada Brewing Company came out with their pale ale. It was unlike anything available. Really, all you had was some imported, you know, like German lagers or British milds, that sort of thing. Porters, as far as your craft beer selection that you would find out there. There wasn't too much going on here in America back in, we're talking about the 80s. And Cascade helped to change that. It was part of a research project done, I believe by Washington State University. They came, crossbreeded some different hops and came up with the Cascade. And it's stuck around ever since. So there's your Cascade. I'm going to take a few more pellets here for our blend. Set those aside here. And we've got our real head brewer over here, Jess, coming in. She's busy trying every beer available. a bottle capper. That's how we get the caps on the bottles. Pretty cool.
Yeah, do you watch this?
Yeah, looks like we got the whole brewery here now. Alright, so then the next one that we're going to come out with, this is a blend. Our first blend. We're going to try what the Trident along with Cascade together will bring us in a beer. So let's try that bad boy out next. So these hops are set
have to boil
aside.
water for dumping that out. Did Bobby do that?
No,
Who did it?
Josie.
Because he spilled it when I put it down.
Alright, so we got our Cascade and Trident combination here. So we'll go ahead and see what this brings us. Label it up.
I got a chair right here to sit in.
Yeah, you got a front row seat to the action here, buddy.
We just went to one place, to another place, to another place, to another place. We went to 5 places.
You kidding me? Sounds like you're a busy boy.
We went to 8 places.
8? My goodness.
We couldn't do it, but it just come out pretty good.
Alright, so next up, let's get our Idaho Gem pellets here.
Daddy, did you get these hops?
Set these off to the side.
I can have those.
Nope, just leave them there, okay?
I got them very delicate with that other stick and that mat stick. I got them all done.
And we're going to give the Idaho Gem a whiff there. Oh, that smells really nice. I've never brewed with these hops before, so I'm excited to give them a shot. Pretty high alpha acid content, too. Not that that matters entirely, but typically you get a little bit stronger flavor out of those higher ones, although that's not always the case.
I'll be
Let's add
right
them
back,
in.
Daddy.
All right, bud. Like so. And we'll cap it back up. We get it good. Oops. There it is. All right. So that'll be our Idaho Gem. I'm very excited for Friday. Try these ones out.
Back.
Back again.
This way.
Levi will brew all day.
Yep. Back. Back with the blue thing.
Maybe we need to start a new segment. Levi back again with brew all day for another juice review video. Today we have blue raspberry.
We come dedicating these 2 caps. See?
Well, I know one thing: there would never be any silence or dead air. You definitely have the gift of gab, my friend.
And I do have the best caps.
And you have the best caps. I've always said that.
I said it when I was a wide kid.
We did. Must have missed that one. All right, so we got our Idaho
I missed it
Gem.
again, so I didn't say it again.
So next up, we're going to do a combination with Idaho Gem and our, what are we going to do it with? Well, how about our Trident? That sound good? Good.
Yep.
Yep.
Good.
Sounds good. Levi's on board.
I'm dedicating
We're
these.
on board.
I'm dedicating these ones,
Uh-huh.
these caps, and those caps.
Man.
I have all the caps I need for my for my birthday stuff. So I got all my birthday caps. I got all my stuff ready to go.
Alright.
Can I have that cap?
I think he could probably do the whole show by himself. He would too. He's not shy on that front for sure. I don't know where he gets it from. There's that. We'll go ahead and vacuum seal our bag up here of Idaho Jam. Actually, I'm not going to do that because we got one more combination. So we'll do that hop next. And that hop is going to be you cannot. I can, but you cannot. It's a little brewer joke. So we'll go ahead and do that combination first. Need the smell. Ooh, that's kind of interesting. Definitely a lot of floral notes on that. It's fun to see how it turns out.
Goes in your bottle?
Goes in the bottle.
Why are you doing that for?
We're going to throw the cap on because we want to try out what all these different hops are going to taste like in our beers without having to brew a trillion different beers.
We don't want that to be Bud Light, and we want it to be hops on the Bud Light.
That's exactly right. We don't want it just to be Bud Light. We want it to be hoppy Bud Light. 'Cause hops make everything better. Except coffee. Don't do that.
That's coffee, Rocky.
Unless you're making a coffee beer. Then bring it on over. Let's drink it.
We do other bottles with pretty different.
Alright, so now we're halfway done. We're going to seal up this old Idaho gem bag. Get our Euconaut.
Thank you. Got trash and pipe. Look how many caps I got from you.
Got a lot of caps.
A lot.
Oh, you captain. As we work our way through. Longer. Josie's very upset that she is not of legal drinking age yet. But you got a lot of steps in your life before then. Be here before you know it. Grow up so fast, they say.
And be kind of happy to and be kind of happy have to do.
That's right. I'm going to try them all.
I smell one though.
Hops are like Pokemon. You catch them all.
You gotcha.
Pretty much. Alright, so next we're going to bust out our Summit hops. these have little resealable things in them. That's neat. Very pungent. What? You want to smell? You can get a smell. What do you think? What does that smell like, Levi?
It smells like lavender.
Lavender?
Yeah.
I'd get some floral notes in there. Yeah. Yeah. Good call. That's good.
I know of everything about our day.
You are a subject matter expert for Brew All Day. So we'll add our Summit hops in here. Throw a cap on it.
Why do you have the caps in water?
It's in sanitizer. That's a good question. So the caps are in sanitizer, and that's to prevent any kind of spoilage. If there's any kind of bacteria or bugs out there that like beer too, we don't want them drinking all of our good beer because they make it yucky tasting. So they're gonna have to buy their own or brew their own and not drink ours. That's just the policy here. I'm sorry, no refunds.
Here's a cap for you.
Oh, well, thank you. I've got my own caps over here.
And I have my own cap.
And you got yours over there. Sharing's caring.
I do want all my caps flipped over.
The next one we've got here is going to be a fun combination because it is actually what we're going to be brewing our next IPA on Friday as well. And this is a combination of 3 different hops. This is Yukonaut, Cascade, and Summit all together. So it's a new combination we haven't tried before, one that I've thought might be a fun way to bring some different flavor profiles together into beer. So I'm excited to try it. But for now, we'll get a little preview with our Bud Light dry hopped version until we get the real thing on tap. There's our Cascade. There is our Summit. And then last but not least, we have our Yukonaut right here. And kind of a thought behind this one is it's going to be a little bit of a cross between an old school West Coast IPA and a newer New England IPA. So it's going to be a little hazy, a little piney and floral as well, but also some great fruit notes to it. So we'll see how it turns out with our preview here of our blend.
I'm just going to put all my caps in the bowl right here.
Sounds like a good plan.
And I need some water to it so I can get all the caps cleaned up.
Lead camera woman, Jess is taking over here.
Which one
Get a better view of what's going on. And head crier Josie is
Can
also
see your
introducing
face.
herself. Well, you're welcome, everyone. Sorry for ruining it. Those bags sealed up. We still got 2 more hop varieties and then a blend of those 2 left to complete our special 12-pack here.
I need some water in my cap so all my caps will be clean.
Yeah.
Not putting much in so our beer won't be not gross. Not putting gross.
Gotta say, you've always got us one step ahead on your planning.
It just doesn't look hot or pretty hot.
No, it's not hot.
That backolator is not going to be the thing to do it, but it is. Do you have a Bud Light cap over there? One over there?
Yep. Right there for you, sir.
I need that so I can put it in here. And back to it.
All right. Next up, list of hops is we're going to try Velma. This is one that I have used before as a single hop in a wheat beer. Has a nice melon strawberry flavor. Oh, and there's our other contributor, Riley. What's wrong, baby girl?
She was looking out and right there, and then she was falling off the cart seat, and then she popped her head very hard.
Oh, shit.
The other way. I got a webinar down now. I have one more. Go. Did you have one more? I need that.
Me too. So I always want to have a few extra caps on hand.
Can you spray a little bit of that into my...
Whoops.
I need some of that so I can put it in my bottle and it will be great. Into my caps with that in there and then it'll be
Here, you
great.
can have your new cap there for your collection.
Pretty good, but it is... Don't need one green cap.
Velma. All right, we've got 2 more to go here.
We got 2 more for me
2 more for you.
and I have too much. I'll just some to go out and I have too much.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay with me. I want to send them out. There's too much, so I just send some out. Just water to these. It might be good.
Non-cooperative bag here.
Yeah, my hands are not dirty. See?
Oh, got clean hands. Oh,
So
no.
I can reach into the sanitizer on my bowl. Is it all okay? And I put some sanitizer in here.
I don't think you need any in there. Be alright without them, buddy.
Why are you doing
Alright, put our Velma up here.
Are you making that really small for all the hospital with neck bag?
Yeah, it takes all the air out because you don't want any oxygen with your hops. It'll make it taste yucky. Kind of like cheese and foot. And maybe a little garlic. Not exactly what you want for your beer. At least not me, but you know, let's each their own.
When I was a big kid, I'll never say that.
When you grow up, you're not going to have cheesy foot beer?
No.
Well, then don't let your hops oxidize. There's your lesson. You learned something today.
Look how much cats I have. I have 10.
Mm-hmm.
And our last hop variety is Raku.
I want to smell Raku.
You want to give it a smell?
Yeah. And that smells
Tell the people what it smells like.
It smells like lavender, like the other one does.
A lot of lavender hops.
Two kind of lavender caps. It smells like it, but it smells like a kind of food step.
Mm-hmm.
Like the lavender, it smells like a food step. Or the smell, it smells like a food step.
Kind of smells like fruitiness to me.
Kind of smells like
Like
lavender.
like a stone fruit. What do you think?
Kind of smells like lavender.
Peaches, just lavender, huh? Hey. You smell it, you smell it.
shelving on the front to it. First, I just have to move this beer and put it in another place so I can put all my cups on the table.
Just leave it right there, okay? We'll put all the caps after this last one. We'll be all done.
Just move it there. And one,
Go right there.
2,
And then last but not least is a
4,
blend. Those Racco
5,
hops along with Velma.
6,
As Levi
7,
counts down his hop or his caps.
1. Like another 1. I have to go like 1, 6, and 11, 16, and 17.
There we have it.
I have 17.
He somehow has 17 caps from 12 bottles. I'm assuming AB and Bev double capped a lot. But they're new, so it doesn't surprise me. They're just a little beer company. Probably making mistakes like that all the time. They're not a huge conglomerate like we are.
I'll be right back. I just have to get Guppy.
And then final step here. So you seal up
I'll be right back.
the Racco hops. Like so. Vacuum sealer. And there you have it, folks. So now we've got our 12 different beers available with our hops in them. We're going to let them sit for the average dry hopping amount of time, which we like about 4 or 5 days, but it does vary a little bit. That's what we're going to shoot for. So on Friday, we'll bust them out once they're cold, and we're going to try all of them and give you feedback on what we're tasting from each of these different hops. And looking forward to that. So until then, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Brew All Day.